So, first of all, let me agree with the sentiments expressed in your video. Um, I too view the internet as a resource, not as a lifestyle. Um, I was never into Facebook or MySpace or Twitter or any of those other things. They just never appealed to me. I could never see the point. And it was just so mundane from my perspective. I just couldn't see the point in doing it. There's no interest in it. There's nothing interesting going on. It's just mundane stuff. And you know, for some people, maybe they enjoyed that, but that was never something for me. I don't like making small talk. It doesn't mean I can't make small talk, of course. I've learned how to make small talk. Because some people don't want to talk about important things. But for me, I would rather get to significant things. I would much rather engage my mind in something interesting than to fritter it away on small talk. Right, so YouTube, of course, was a natural draw for me because it offers lots of things. It offers the ability to listen to different opinions. It offers the ability to express your opinion and express your opinion in a way that is as close as possible to dealing with people face to face. Now, of course, it's not face to face because I can't watch your reaction as I'm speaking, but you can see my expression while I'm talking. Okay, so there's more of the element of face to face with YouTube that I think is important for communication. So that part of it I like. I like the part about requiring some degree of discipline in being able to express yourself and the practice it gives you in being able to express your opinions and formulate the expressions for saying precisely what it is you mean, you know. And you know, sometimes I find myself I'll make some mistakes or I'll get caught thinking something else, and there'll be a stop in the action. There'll be too much dead silence. You know, what I do in that case is I stop and I start over again. Okay, because I prefer to do the entire video as one cut. All right, and if I blow it somewhere in the middle, I start over again. it's what I prefer to do. It's the way I want to do it. You know, some people like to use lots of cuts, and there are some people that they use editing to just eliminate all the dead space. But to me, that's important too. That's an important part of making it a authentic expression of opinion, is to be able to do it live. Okay, that's what I like about music, for example. Live music is that it's being done. You know it's real. You know it's authentic. There are really people doing that. Real people are saying, you know, expressing opinions, and that to me is very important. But YouTube by itself is not sufficient for me. It doesn't necessarily make me happy. It's one thing that I enjoy doing, but you know, I don't think that man evolved to sit behind a desk all day or to sit behind a computer all day making videos. I think that it's very important to find activities and to establish a sense of community through activity. I think it's interesting arguing, certainly, and I enjoy good arguments, and I enjoy arguing with just about anyone, okay? But I don't think that necessarily builds a sense of community. It's, you know, you tend to argue about the things you disagree about, and it tends to create lots of fractions between people. I mean, that's okay. It's important for people to express their own opinions. That's what freedom of speech is all about. It's how opinions get refined and more information gets added to the mix, and very important. But I think to build a sense of community, there also has to be some sort of activity involved. And I think physical activity is very important. Exercise. Now, in modern society, we tend to go towards extremes as far as that's concerned. There are some people who are just couch potatoes who just don't get any exercise at all. These are people who eventually become obese or suffer from health problems. There's the other extreme, people who are out for peak performance and they're running marathons and triathlons and just they're die-hard following their sport, trying to reach peak performance, whatever that is, okay? And I don't think either one of those is healthy. I think people were meant to have activity and community so blended together. I see activity and community as being essential ingredients towards making people happy. That's part of what helps make people happy. Okay? So what I like to do occasionally is I like to make a video about some of the activities I do. I like to play music. I like to play guitar. Unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to play guitar with other people as often as I would like. But, you know, I played albums, and it's not quite the same thing, but it still makes me feel like I'm connecting somehow with the artist when I play music along with the record. Okay, maybe it's not the real thing, but I still feel a sense of connection there. At least I develop a greater appreciation for the art. All right. Roller skating, you know, I go roller skating. I got friends I roller skate with, and there really is kind of a community centered around roller skating and that activity, and I really truly enjoy it. And it's getting outside and interacting with the real world in a way that is not strenuous. It's not strenuous performance-based activity. It's just having fun, you know. And I think that people need that in order to be happy, but there's precious little of it being promoted, you know. Even when kids are very young, they're pushed into these programs where they're expected to make these commitments and practice and schedules and, you know, all this performance-based stuff that very early they're trained to become low performers, you know. And a lot of the fun of being a child is just lost on them, and they don't get the chance to utilize their imagination and their creativity in something that's not always pegged towards achieving peak performance. You know, achieving peak performance is trying to take something that could be fun and turning it into a science. Now, I've got no qualms about science, but when you take something and you make a formula of it and you say this is the best way to do it, all of a sudden all the creativity, it's no longer challenging your imagination and come up with new ways or interesting ways of doing things. So engaging the imagination, creativity in your activity, I think, is a very important aspect of having fun. And it's what children do when they play, you know. But in modern society, we're driving play out of existence. It's becoming all performance-centered and becoming a science to achieving maximum performance. And I think it's really hurting. It's one of the contributing factors towards the widespread depression that's an epidemic in this country. All right, that people need to learn how to have fun. It's not something that they're being taught in the schools. That much is obvious. But so, anyways, I agree with you that the internet is a resource, and I like doing YouTube because I like the exercise of putting together my opinions and expressing them in a reasonably coherent way. And I hope you enjoy the videos, but you know, I'm doing them for my own growth and amusement and fun. All right, so if you like them, so much the better. But I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to be honest with myself as well as with you. So, anyways, thanks for your video. I really appreciate it, and I thought I would add a little of my perspective to it. So thanks for watching. Bye.